Okay. I'm pushing the button. So it's going to be a delay with people watching it on live on what we can see.
Okay.
So that means we could cuss if we want to.
Well, who got time to beat the...
Wait, okay. So let me share it. Share message page. Okay. Let's see.
Let me turn that off.
All right, let me share.
All right, so I just shared it. So we are on there. I'm just
Okay.
because it's gonna confuse me. But wait, are we able to see comments? I'm so confused.
Yeah, you should be able to see comments.
Okay. Hello out there. Can y'all see us and hear us? Say something so I know.
I can't see nothing.
Huh?
Why not?
I just see comments.
You say you can't see no comments?
Am I supposed to? I can see all three of us now. That's it.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm good.
Well, I'm looking at it. I got my laptop up and I'm looking at it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have to bring it up on my tablet. It's fine.
Oh, maybe that's what I gotta do. I gotta make. Okay.
I can't see nothing.
All right, there we go. I had to open it up.
Comments.
You say you can't see no
Oh, I'm
comments?
loud. Am I supposed to?
I hear myself.
I can see all three of us now. That's it.
You can? Okay.
It's fine.
That's a long delay.
Right? Okay, so I just put my volume down. Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear us? Say something for everybody that's joining. Hello. We just want to make sure you can hear us. It is a long delay. I've just been talking and it ain't even got to that part yet.
We have 5 people, but I don't know who, 6 people, I don't know who they are. I can't see.
All right, so I think we're good. I'm just waiting on somebody to say something. Hello. Just see if y'all can hear us. All right, you can hear us. All right, cool. All right, so this is about to be fun. We're gonna have a good time. Hey. Okay, so we're gonna have fun. Hello, everybody that is watching. Welcome to Relationship Conversations. My name is Siobhan Carter, and I am the You Relationship Coach. That means I am passionate about all things relationships, especially the relationship with yourself. So tonight we're gonna have some fun. Last week, if you watched the relationship conversation episode, it was really heavy, but it was a good conversation. So we're gonna keep it light tonight, right? We're gonna have a good time and talk to my sisters, and we're gonna talk about twins tonight. So as you can see, I have my sister Ro and her twin sister Turk. So introduce yourselves, ladies, even though I just said your name, but introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are.
I currently work for a private educational company, and Ronesshia is my twin sister. I am 3 years older than her. Sometimes it seems that 3 minutes. Sorry, I said 3 years.
I was gonna say 3 years. This ain't gonna be right. Okay.
Y'all pray for me. Okay. 3 minutes, and she thinks she tell me what to do.
Because she get on my nerves.
You waiting on me now?
I'm Ronesshia Moore. I was actually on, what do we call it, Dating in the City or something? Single in the City or something?
Single in the City.
Earlier, living in the DMV, working for the good government, and I am a twin, as you can see. Mm-hmm. That's all I got.
Okay, that's all you got. All right.
I just want to know if the people think we look alike.
Yeah, that's a question you guys can chime in on. Do you think they look alike? So they are twins. Are you guys identical or what you call the other one, paternal?
We don't know.
We don't know. My mama doesn't know.
Really?
Mm. That tells you where we started from.
Okay.
Mama don't
started
know.
from the bottom. Now we here.
Now we here.
I know that.
We are probably identical just because we look so much alike.
Yeah.
Especially when we were younger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just assume that we're identical, but there are fraternal twins that look alike too.
Okay.
All fraternal twins aren't either a boy or girl or just don't look alike. Some of them are identical. They just are fraternal twins when it comes to the fertilization of the egg.
Gotcha. Thank you for saying that because I didn't know, what makes you identical and what makes you
fraternal.
Okay. Okay. So I know
Because we don't think we look alike personally.
You don't think you look alike? No. At all.
At all.
Okay, if y'all say so. But when I saw some of those pictures of y'all when you were younger, I can see it was hard to tell the difference.
Hard.
Yeah. We were carbon copies.
Carbon copies. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get into this discussion because I'm excited to learn and laugh at the same time because it's gonna be real fun.
We're not. We're on our best behavior. We cannot embarrass our mother.
It's not embarrassment. You're just gonna have a good time and have fun and laugh and all that good stuff.
Mama, is she on?
Is she watching? I can't tell.
I don't know. I'll share it
and tag her.
Yeah.
I can't tell if she joined in there. Okay. All right. So let's start out with who is the oldest. So Turk, you already said that in your introduction that you're the oldest. By how many seconds again?
I am 3 minutes older.
Okay, so 3 minutes older. That's a good little bit of time to be older. Or to be out and then, have that.
My mama says that it was the longest 3 minutes ever.
I can imagine because I can't even imagine being in labor that long and then, that 3 minute pause and
Right.
Yeah. So you said Ronesshia is like the oldest, she bosses you around?
Yes.
No, actually, she bosses everyone.
She bosses everyone?
Everybody.
Don't believe the hype.
So when did you first notice that you were twins? Like when did you realize that?
I don't think we ever didn't know.
Okay.
I think that my earliest memory is probably when we were about 3 or 4. And she just always been there. Like I don't have any memories of like 1 and 2. I remember us being dressed alike at a family reunion. You remember those plaid shirts or the plaid outfits? Something we had.
Everything was plaid.
Everything
in the 70s.
But I remember she was just always there. So it's never been a realization. I think it's actually more of a realization when we were apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was just new to us. Because when you've been with somebody for 17 and a half years or whatever, and then they aren't there, that was more awakening. Huh?
It was 15 when you went to governor's school.
Oh yeah. That was more of an awakening to me than not realizing that she was there.
And it's crazy because it's different than having a regular sister. It's kind of like you have both. You have a sibling and you have someone who's just like you, or as I like to say, my very own organ donor. Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
We keeping all our organs in case one of us need them. Don't ask for them because we can't give them.
I know that's right. So what did it feel like when you were apart? You said you had been together for 15 years and then, you were apart. For how long were you apart for?
Governor school was 6 weeks.
Okay.
And I think that was probably the first time that we've ever not been in the same place for that long. And then I think the next summer I went for a week. But it was just interesting I think that was probably the first time we ever made our own friends. Like I had a different set of friends that she didn't know because we always had the same friends. And I think it was the same thing in college. Like she went to A&T and I went to UNCG. And while we had friends in common, like we both had a whole different set of friends. It was amazing.
Most of mine were guys.
Most of yours were guys. Okay.
Being fast.
She said being fast.
Who always come up to her and she's like, I'm not Ronesshia. No, I'm not.
They walk right up on you.
Really?
Like her people just walk right up on you, like in your face. And I'm like, dude, I ain't her. That's what we say. I ain't her.
So for the people that's watching, if you have any questions that you've ever wanted to know about twins, please put that in the comments so we can have Ro and Turk answer your questions because there's so many things that I want to know.
I know you do.
Like when y'all were at high school, did you have like play jokes on each other or anything like that, or go to each other's classrooms or like any type of fun
No,
stuff?
because if you went, Ronesshia, you can chime in because I just like to talk.
I'm gonna let you talk.
If you grew up with us,
Then you can tell us apart.
Then you know us apart. There are very few of our classmates that don't know us apart.
Okay.
You can always.
We also grew up in a town with no stoplights.
With no stoplights.
Right.
Oh yeah.
They have caution lights, so it's very small. But like we have family members that can't tell us apart still. But people who went to elementary school, middle school, high school, whatever, they can tell us apart. And like we have our group we call the Golden Girls. There are 4 of us: me, Ronesshia, Nikki, and Frida. Hey y'all, I think Frida was watching at one point.
Hey Frida.
They've never had a problem telling us apart, but we've been friends for 35 years. Mm-hmm. And then Danielle Bennett also, she's another friend who was born a week before we were. So she's always been able to tell us apart.
And they get annoyed when people can't.
Yeah, they get mad when people can't tell us apart because they like, we don't understand it.
They don't look alike. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah. Because I can see the difference now, you know, but I'm sure younger, you look more.
Now, when we were younger, it was easier. We did switch classes in kindergarten or first grade, but then they made us go back.
They mixed us up.
They mixed y'all up.
And we tried to tell them they were wrong, but as a kid, you know, they don't listen to you.
So we just went in there and sat down.
And then somebody who knew us was like, that's not the right one.
Yeah.
So you just,
That would have been fun because I have some coworkers who are twins and they really look alike. So one works on the 2nd floor, one works on the 3rd floor. So it's like, you know, they could really play tricks on us if they wanted to. But
now I have used her ID before. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we do that. Like if you go somewhere and you need an ID because they don't know the difference. I guess we probably should be putting that out on the internet.
I was in college. I didn't say now. You just said it. I work for the government. I'm a good law-abiding citizen.
Girl, I have no clue what we just said. I don't know. Disregard.
Vanessa asked the question. She said, can you sense the other's feelings?
I think not as much. It depends.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely we buy the same stuff a lot.
Okay.
I will call her and be like, such and such happened. She was like, I was about to call you. So it depends on what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say that our sense of style is probably a lot more alike than different because we will say, I'll be like, I bought you this today. She'll be like, I looked at that. Or I
got the same air freshener. Like, it's weird. I'll go to her house and be like, I got that same thing.
Yeah. So,
but
I don't think that we, like some people ask, can you sense pain and that kind of thing? We don't really.
I think emotionally we might more than like a regular sibling, maybe, just because we're super close, but maybe a little bit.
Roneshia's a hypochondriac, so no, I don't want to feel the sickness or none of that because that joke will stay with something. Let me tell y'all, she called me one day.
You're not telling the story. I know what you're about to say.
This fool called me and said, I think I got SARS. Something.
MS.
MS. Oh, no, you called me about MS and SARS or the bird flu or something stupid. I was like, fool, get off Google. You do not have that. Get off my phone and hung up. Like,
when I said stop calling, told her I thought I had MS, she hung up on me and I was like, this is the kind of family I have. They don't even care. They don't even care about you.
I'm like, you're a hypochondriac. Stop reading Dr. Google saying you're going to die tomorrow. Stop.
I was like, I really think I have MS. She was like, get off my phone and hung up. I was like.
She's like, no, I'm not here for that.
I'm not doing it today. That joke is, she come up with an illness and I just be looking at her like, what? The bird flu? Like, you think you got SARS for real?
Yeah.
You think you got that?
So is it to the point with your emotions that you can be like, you can call each other and be like, what's wrong with you? I feel like something wrong with you.
I don't know if we do that.
Okay.
We're around each other because like when we were on vacation last year, I knew something was going on. I just didn't know what. But you can tell when the other person is off if we're around each other without them having to say anything, I think.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Okay. So Vanessa asked another question. Did you have a hard time making friends with others when you were younger?
I'm gonna let her answer that one.
Because I'm not, she's the nice one, I'll put it that way.
Okay, you not
she ain't got no friends. Well, you got friends now.
I've had the same friends. We've had the same friends most of our life. Okay. I think it's hard for us to make separate. It was hard for us. Well, for me to make separate friends because we were always together.
Yeah.
Lakeisha's been the nice one, so she's very, and she liked to talk and be the center of attention. So people like, oh, hey, you know you do. I mean, everybody knows it. It's fine. like this is new news. This is not new. And I'm sure your friend Vanessa will also checkmate, yes.
Vanessa Rayner better not say nothing.
See, everybody knows. So I think for me, it was harder because, don't be surprised. You know this.
I'm distraught right now.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
Where is Mama when I need her? You know Mama would agree.
She ain't up here. Carry on with your story.
I think for me, definitely it was harder just because I am much more of a, as my mother and my sister would say, not a group person.
You're not a group person?
Honey, she got that middle child syndrome when she ain't no middle child for real.
Okay.
I'm okay being by myself.
You're okay being by yourself? Okay.
I'm not with her. I'm okay being by myself.
So was there ever a time where you just spent too much time together and it's like, okay, this is too much? Or are you comfortable like
all the time?
Every time we're together, more than 3 days.
Really?
More than probably 2. It's like, oh my God, you make me sick.
Or even the same day. Stop talking to me and I'm leaving.
Love you, mean it, but oh my God, it's too much.
Getting on my nerves.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, do you have separation anxiety or anything like that? You know?
Yeah.
You do?
But not as bad.
We always are glad to see each other and glad to spend time together, but that has a time limit. Like, we done.
Okay.
Go on.
You said go on. Okay. So it's
when she leaves, I'll be like, oh, look at us.
Okay. So Vanessa got some good questions. Thank you, Vanessa, for jumping.
Thank you, Soror, Vanessa, please.
So she said, do you have the same allergies or health issues?
We have one allergy alike.
Okay.
And that is citrus acid. I don't know what you want to call it.
Oh, citrus. Okay.
No, I just told y'all she was a hypochondriac. This one over here is Stacy.
I'm allergic to penicillin, which has been proven. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's about it. You allergic to pineapple juice or pineapples?
I still eat it.
Exactly.
But both of us, I think, probably have some balance issues because she's always falling and I'm clumsy too. So.
Well, I still have vertigo. What's your problem?
I got it too. Thanks.
So, what would you say is the big misconception about being twins? Like, what's something that people think is true, and it's like, no, that's not true.
Y'all are exactly alike.
Exactly alike, or that you're the exact opposites.
Oh, okay. So you are not exactly alike. You have some similarities, but you're not polar opposites either.
Right. I think we're probably more alike than different. But usually, like she said, I'm the nice one. Usually people think there's a nice one, not a nice one. In this case, it's true because she's the not nice one. Me.
No, bro.
You said what? I'm reading comments. You said what?
You mean?
I'm less mean than I was.
It took you too long to respond.
Prayer changes people.
You said
moving up. Next question, because she ain't gonna say it.
So how would you describe your relationship? If you had to summarize it, how would you describe it?
Honey, laughter, tears, more laughter.
We laugh and cry a whole lot.
We laugh and cry a whole lot.
On any day.
We laugh and cry a lot. And we're actually really close. And most people might not believe that because she's where she is.
Yeah.
But we are really close. And we used to talk every single day. And when she was married, I realized that, I just can't call you at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But now I can call again. I do sometimes.
Yeah.
But we are really close. And I think that people know that family is everything for us. So if you mess with her, you messing with me. And it don't take much for me to get in the car and drive up 85 and then 95 if I need to.
I know that's right. We saw that in the group. Tucker was about to go off on one of them single life comments. I was like,
Do I need to get in my car?
Oh, and I have been like, I'm about to come over there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
we'll play those.
What is it like with dating? Have there been any issues like being so close? Have there been any issues with dating? And I know, Ro, you were married before, so any issues there?
No, well, we don't like the same kind of people.
So that makes it easy.
Yeah, at all.
Really? That's interesting. So you don't have the same taste in men?
Mm-mm.
No, like it's polar opposite.
That probably is polar opposite.
Okay.
And from physique to
Everything.
Everything.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's just what it is. But I think the funny thing is that whenever anybody is enveloped into our family, because that's what happens, you just get kind of sucked in to the madness that is Hannah Moore and her kids.
Yeah.
You really can't tell that you weren't supposed to be there. I think that we tend to try to make the other's significant other feel comfortable.
Okay.
I think that
we are very close, and people can sometimes feel a certain way about it.
Really? Right. Men feel a certain way about it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so you have to say, and not that
sharing everything or any of that. It's just, I think because when you're dating, they see how close you are. Yeah. They imagine how it's going to be instead of asking, how it really is.
Okay. So they think it's going to be some type of hindrance or interference in the relationship.
Right. And it's never that way. First of all, we are not those kind of people.
Right.
And if anything, she ain't on my side most of the time.
I'm learning to be on your side.
Uh-huh.
I was right the last time.
You was right. You was right. And we was all wrong. We was blindsided by that one, huh?
I told y'all.
So let me see. So Vanessa had another question. We talked about Turk is the one who is older, and did it matter when you were younger? Did it matter that you were 3 minutes older?
It mattered to my mother.
It did? How?
I don't know.
Do you think so?
Yes.
I don't
just
see
like
that.
The oldest in her eyes, Jacqueline is the youngest.
Well, we all, honey. But I never saw it that way. In my head, we were the same age and we had to deal with the same kind of foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now that we definitely can agree on.
Okay.
But I don't know if maybe she did. I never considered myself to be like the oldest sibling.
Okay. And how many is it in total?
Girl.
My mama has 3.
Okay.
My dad has 4.
Okay.
No, 5.
5.
Wait, is it 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3.
5. 4, possibly 5. I guess we put 4
the possible. There you go.
Yeah, 4 the possible. Did you grow up with just the 3 of y'all, or did you grow up with your dad, your I guess half siblings too?
We grew up with our sister, not our brother, on my dad's side.
Okay. So what was it like? Was there any like jealousy or anything because you two were so close? And it's like,
no, because our older sister, if she's watching this, she thinks she's a twin too. She thinks she's the third. She does. Okay. And if she don't care, like we'll be over there talking or something, she'll come in the middle and be like, "What do y'all talk about? I want to know."
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, being another sibling, like, with you having the type of bond that you have, will they feel left out or just like, you have inside jokes?
I think my brother felt bamboozled and like he had, because we're 13 years older than him, so it's like he had 3 mamas.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
Not when you need money, but not when you're not doing what you need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be a lot. Be like, come on, man, I don't need all y'all telling me what to do.
Yeah, calling and texting, like, really, sir.
And that's him right there. That's it.
Hey, Shay. I see Shay's on. Who just got her license.
She got a permit or license, something.
So Vanessa said, who walked first or willing to take chances?
Do we know who walked first?
I think it was you. Didn't you want to climb?
Ronesshia was lazy when she was.
But I'm definitely the person who's like, oh, let me go jump out of this plane.
Now she'd have taken chances, honey. Yeah. Okay, so now I can be your cheerleader. Now, if you say you're going to climb Mount Everest, I'm probably not going with you, but I will cheer you and call you all the way up there and be there when you come back. But I probably ain't going up there with you.
Okay. Okay. So Rose.
Yeah, I'm the person that's like, hey, we should do this, and she's like,
have you thought this through?
Right.
Have you thought this through?
We're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Or you could do that and let me know how that worked out for you.
Yeah, call me when you get back.
Right. So what has been the most memorable or impactful moment that has made you glad to have a twin?
Oh gosh.
You getting deep. I don't know. I think that we are, or we're the first two of my grandmother's kids to graduate from college.
Okay.
What is?
And y'all were the same year?
Yeah. No, I graduated in 95. You graduated in 96.
From college, 99 and 2000.
Girl, sorry.
You think in high school.
We
both graduated from high school at the same time.
We did, 95. Help me, please. So, 99 and 2000. And I think that was important to my mom, that we both, that was a big accomplishment for her. And we've always just been there to celebrate each other. Like my family goes all out. We got that from my mama. So for graduations, for weddings, birthdays, like we go
4th of July outfits,
Easter, Labor Day, whatever, we celebrate. We ready.
Yeah.
So I think that we've been able to create memories that way for us and our families, just because we try to do lots of things together still.
Okay. So what was it like for birthdays? Like, did you ever have moments when you wanted to celebrate your birthday by yourself, or were you okay celebrating with each other?
Well, we didn't know any different.
Okay.
We didn't. It was always one cake, and our thing was we always got our name. Like you cut, even to this day, I don't let people cut my name on my birthday cake.
Okay.
Because that was just what my mama did. Everybody gets their name, they can eat whatever else. But she always made up birthdays a big deal, particularly in Christmas. They are just huge holidays, like birthdays are holidays, but like big deals. So until we went to college, like our 21st birthday party was together. Was it 21 or 18? 21.
18. No, 21, because that was during homecoming.
Okay.
Was that the one?
So when we had it at PCS, 18.
What party at PCS?
We had a cookout at PCS. You don't remember?
Was that graduation?
No, that wasn't graduation. I won't remind you what happened.
I don't remember no party at PCS. I might have blocked it out.
Yeah, you
the
probably
other
did.
thing, we don't always remember the same memories the same.
Okay, so one says, "Remember this?" and you're like, I don't remember that.
And I'm usually the one.
What are you
saying? I don't know who that is, and I don't remember nothing.
Yeah, which is interesting because you're like, you were there. And
and I could be that. She'll be like, Ronesshia say, "It was you."
Yeah.
I said, "I don't remember."
Like it happened to her, and she don't remember it.
Honey, there's some years that I have blocked out, and we ain't going back.
I know that's right. So what about now? Now that you're older and you live in different areas, do you come together to celebrate your birthdays?
We usually celebrate our birthday at where I went to school for undergrad and where she went for grad school, A&T.
Okay.
We used to celebrate during homecoming. That's the one time we celebrate together, and then we usually have separate parties wherever we live, or some kind of dinner or something. Okay. I celebrate a lot for my birthday. So
yeah, we go all month long. So
and last year I was 40. It was a year. So
yeah.
Did we might
do the 40 like all year, or was it just you?
Yes.
Both.
No, we celebrated from January all the way to December.
I know that's right.
We did plan a weekend sort of in New York
on
our birthday weekend with family. So that was cool because we had not been together in New York City in a long time. We used to go every summer with my grandma. So that was fun to be back and just kind of be a tourist for a couple of days.
She likes being the tourist. I just went to eat.
They look, and they don't want me to go nowhere and see nothing.
I'm not trying not seeing no museum on my birthday. I'm sorry. I'm not.
But look, let me tell you. We were in Dallas last week. They didn't want me to go to South Fork Ranch.
No, I told you could go. You didn't want to go alone.
Well, that was never the plan.
I did not want to go to South Fork.
See what I'm saying? See?
So, and you guys were there. Was that when you were there for your sorority?
Uh-huh.
So how were you both just naturally interested in the same sorority, or how did that come about?
No, I'll let her tell you.
She joined a long time ago because she's
20
old.
years in November.
And I supported her. I was actually interested in another sorority, and we were supposed to do it the same year. Okay. But I won't talk bad about people. Let's just say it didn't work out.
Okay.
So I think I loaned you the money for the thing, didn't I? For your thing?
Uh-huh.
Some of it.
Yeah, I loaned her some of the money for her initiation fees.
Okay. And
then I was there the night they came out in them flight suits.
Mm-hmm. Girl,
and combat suits.
We was fly. I pulled out my mask yesterday, girl.
And then because I was around the sorority so much, I think people automatically assumed I was already in.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And the one thing my sister I think can agree on is I am very community service oriented. That's just my life and who I am. Yeah. And I like that was what they did. Okay. So for me, it was a way to extend that reach, which is what I've been doing for the past year.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. All right. So let's see. Maurice has a question. How old were you guys when you stopped letting your mom dress you alike?
So there are some things that we are not at liberty to say on the internet or the internet.
So she literally buys us the same thing now.
Like still now?
Still buys us the same color, but you're getting the same exact thing. Jewelry is going to be exactly alike. Shoes we might get different. So Christmas, she asks what you want. You give her the list. You're going to get one thing differently and then a whole bunch of stuff alike.
Yeah. But we really probably stopped officially when we got in high school. Unofficially,
we were 13.
Okay, so 13. Okay, around that time, and then you just started wearing your own stuff.
Tell Tidy to be quiet. Nobody asked her.
She said, "So great."
Tell her to hush.
So how did you, so being twins and having that bond and having so many similarities, how did you find your own identities?
I think it happened in college. Okay. Because we weren't together. Yeah. And I think the people that we are, well, everybody changes and grows over the years, but I think that these were just our natural personalities. Okay. Like my friends will tell you that I've always been the crazy one. Like we like to laugh and we cut up, and I'm subject to say some foolishness out the side of my mouth. And everybody be like, "What?"
And Siobhan can attest to a similar behavior. I'm just
the foolishness.
Yes, I can. Yes.
So I think that it was college and then into adulthood. Like when you have different groups of people and you have different interests and that kind of thing. Like, I don't know that I want to go and do mission work in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah. Because Ro loves mission work. Mm-hmm.
She loves it. And I don't know that that's what I want to do. Like, I can go to a school up the street and read to the children.
And Ronesshia and children just...
You said not so much.
So that I just don't know that that's what I want to do. So I think us going to college and living in different cities and going to different churches and that kind of thing just helped us expand the personalities that were already there. I don't know what you think, Ronesshia.
Yeah, because like I said, for me and kids, when we were in high school, one of our favorite teachers, Julie, what's her last name? Skinner now?
Yeah.
Is it Skinner? Was like, I don't remember. Was like, you should, you look good behind that desk. And I was like, ma'am, teaching is not for me. Yeah. Plus, they don't make enough money. So.
No.
So we doing all right out here in these streets, in these teaching streets.
Right. She said she's finding the way. Okay. So there might be some people who, let's say you might have some twins that are watching or even sisters that are watching that are really at odds with their siblings and really having a hard time. Like I've heard about sisters that don't even speak, you know, and have gone for years not speaking. What words of encouragement would you give to those people who are just having some challenges with their siblings?
So we have had moments where it's like, oh my God, and just hang up the phone, and then you don't talk to her for a week, or you know. But then you be like, oh, I need to ask her something, and then you just call, and it's like,
we forget we mad. Like I don't understand. Like I don't know that I could go months without talking. Like even I haven't. This is the first time I've seen you since last week, and I don't know that we've talked on the phone. We've texted a few times, and I don't know if we've actually talked. But like I can't imagine this one right here not talking to her for months. Now my oldest sister, I don't talk to her as much, but Ronesshia does. But even if I show up next week at her house, it's still, hey girl, how you doing? So that's hard for me to think of words of encouragement. It's just, I would just say, you have to meet people where they are. People are who they are.
Yeah.
She's gonna be your sister. They're gonna be your brother, because our brother gets on our nerves.
All the time.
Because you say he's 13 years younger, so that's a big age gap.
Let me tell you, that frontal, that frontal lobe right there ain't fully developed. That frontal lobe, and he knows, but he knows that we love him. We do anything for him. We got you, but you're worrying us right now. Not worrying me.
Not at this particular moment. So when he watches replay, he won't get mad. Love you, mean it, brother. But
love you, mean
no, but
we love you.
He gonna be like, y'all put me out.
Like,
but he can say the same thing. He would say the same thing. They get on my nerves too. They think they tell me what to do.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
so I just think that you now at 40, I might have had a different answer at 20, but you just have to meet people where they are, and life is way too short.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like my mother has all her siblings still living.
Okay.
Everybody is not that fortunate.
Yeah.
So when I think about, like, she and I have talked about, like, girl, what is that going to be like?
Yeah.
There's a meme where it's like a video where the best friend is at the funeral. She's slapping the dead woman, talking about, girl, wake up. Wake up. Girl, I'm going to be down there like, girl, you ain't dead. Wake up, girl. I got to tell you something. Wake up.
I got to tell you something.
I got to tell you something, girl. Look, no. Do you see these people out here crying and all this foolishness at this funeral? And I told them not to do them remarks like we have talked about, but your mama didn't listen. So I think you just have to meet people where they are and let people, you have to love, you can only love people. You don't have to like them. And
love is always going to be the thing that is constant. Yeah. You ain't got to like them, like nothing they say, nothing they do, because really that ain't none of your business if they ain't living in your house.
Right.
But as long as they have breath in their body, you can love them. You can love them from afar. I ain't saying you got to talk all the time like we do, but if that is your check on your people. Because you don't want to be the person holding on to the casket as they're lowering it into the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish somebody would. I wish.
No, we're not.
You let somebody be at your funeral holding on to a casket.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know, my grandmother is a twin, and my grandmother is 93. She just turned 93 in February, but she lost her twin sister a little before they were to turn 93. So they lived a long time, and my grandmother lives in Jacksonville, and her sister lived in Valdosta, Georgia. So it's like they would go, to visit each other and just talk on the phone, during the week. But just, it's such a blessing to be able to have lived that long,
Right, with each other.
Yeah, with each other. Yeah. So it's like when my aunt passed away, it was like, man, I wonder how this is going to impact my grandmother, Yeah.
Just keep checking on her, because I can't imagine, like, even though I don't talk to her every day, like not being able to, and I'm sure it's the same way with most siblings, but this one right here is my girl. Like somebody put on Instagram, how do you, or maybe it was in the group, how do you, what's another way to say I love you? And I'm like, you're my person.
Oh,
that's my person right there.
Yeah.
Like that's my person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I just think you have to continue to love people, and it's not always easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have had some moments where it's like, ooh, I do not like you.
Really? So
don't say nothing else to me. Don't say nothing else.
Arguments and stuff. Y'all arguing like,
No, we fought before. Girl.
Our last flight was freshman year in college, girl.
Really?
Yeah. In the dorm, in her room.
In my room. And her boyfriend at the time.
He had to pull us apart.
Her boyfriend at the time, I can't even tell you what we're talking about, but her boyfriend, he was standing there looking like, what's happening? Like,
oh, I guess just like any other siblings, you know, you just certain, you know how to push each other's buttons and trigger certain things.
Ain't nobody push my buttons like Turkesshia more. Lord help me.
Ditto. Squared.
Because I'd like to ask questions. Well, why are we doing? What's that? What is that? What? Why is that? What's that about?
Right.
Like, why are you asking me all these questions?
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't somebody be asking the questions?
Yeah. So
how you gonna ask?
To play the different personalities, it's like okay.
And I've been like that since I was younger. Well, why?
Well, let me tell you, the funny thing is, I wish Joy or Stephanie or somebody was on this because at work, I'm the questioner. They'd be like, we know you got a million questions.
I'd be at work like,
I can't help them. Yeah.
That is hilarious. So we have about like 10 minutes left. What other things would you say you would want people to know about twins that people may not know, or just about your relationship that people may not know?
I think being a twin is amazing. Like, it's great. Mm-hmm. Like, there's always somebody who has your back.
Yeah.
Like, even if I'm out here on a limb, honey, with some foolishness.
Like, you didn't tell the story about your plane crash.
Oh, let me tell y'all.
Plane crash? What?
I haven't been in a plane crash, but let me tell you what about if I am. So you know, the whole world. So I told my mom and them, first of all, I don't just believe I'm gonna die. Jesus gonna take me out like that. He just said die. So if y'all know that I'm on a plane somewhere, as much as I travel and the plane go down, don't stop looking for me because I'm out there holding on to a wing, waiting on my mama and my sister to come find me. Now, I've already told them.
You said you're gonna be hanging on to a wing waiting for your mom.
I told him, I said, don't y'all stop looking for me because I'm out here.
Yeah.
Don't play. Tell them, and when they call out the search, you be like, nope, she out there in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Right. Somebody better go find her.
But because she travels so much, and we were doing this before, but so much, I think we do it a lot more now. Before she now, especially when either one of us travel, because we've both been traveling a lot in the past couple of years. Before you leave the ground, you let somebody know where you're going. Okay. When you get to where you're going, you need to say you made it. I'll be like, well, are you there yet? Are you still in the air?
Yeah, it'd be 6 hours later. They'd be like, well, did you make it? Oh, I made it.
She don't answer text messages. If you call her and tell her to answer the text message. Really?
We have a family group text that we send, and I'm just like, oh, I forgot to tell them I was leaving. Well, sometimes it's like, I forgot to tell y'all I was leaving. So it's kind of hard to say, oh, I got here when I forgot to tell you I was going somewhere.
But don't let her be able to find me.
Oh, I said, I'll be on Facebook. Can you call me?
She has my friends down.
Have y'all talked to
me? She don't even really know.
Y'all talked to my sister today?
Literally, she was about to ping one of my friends and ask her if I was at work one day.
No. She's like, where's my sister? Somebody gonna tell me.
No, let me tell you about 9/11. Now we just
I'm shamed. I'm so shamed for my family right now.
So 9/11, I was still in the classroom teaching. And I didn't know what had really happened. All I know is I couldn't get in touch with her. So she said that all she knew was that she had to let me know she was okay. I ain't talking about the earthquake. I'm talking about 9/11. I'm gonna talk about that earthquake in just a minute. So she finally got through and told the secretary, let's tell her I'm okay. So I can't talk to her because it was about to be a problem.
Yeah.
But let me tell y'all, when they had this earthquake in DC, she was married then.
Okay.
And her husband couldn't get up with her, and we kept calling him. And I know we were getting on her ex-husband. We were getting on his nerves. But I called my mom and I said, "Let me tell you this: if I call him one more time and he tells me he is not talking to my sister, I'm getting on 95. You hear me?" So he got one more time for me to call him, and he said he can't get up with her, and he hasn't been over there yet.
Oh God, you are so stupid.
I'm gonna be in the car.
Like, you ain't doing your job. Let me go find her.
Right. I'm like, you there with her?
Yeah. Like, where is she at?
I called my mama. He got
they used to call him and be like, you seen my daughter, you seen my sister. And I'm like, oh my God, I got a phone. They like, you didn't answer it, so we called the next available person. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, she had one more time. One more.
Honey. She was like, if I had to call him one more time.
I know that's right. Like one more time. Let me have to call you one more time.
Let me call you one more time.
That is hilarious.
I'm gonna need you to know what my people are.
Earthquake. It wasn't like, and it wasn't even any damage or anything. They just too much. So here's the other thing. My sister is super overprotective. It's a little ridiculous, especially now that I'm divorced. She don't really like nobody.
They say no.
Who is it? Where he come from?
Who? Oh, that's what she'll say?
Well, what do he do?
Well, let's talk about my most recent one. You was asking some questions too.
I didn't get to ask him though.
I'm glad. Thank you, Jesus.
Well, why? And then she was like, listen. I was like, never mind.
Like, don't worry.
Do it.
Don't worry about it.
I had already had, but I'm the kind of person, she'll ask the person. I'll just sit there and look. And then gather my evidence before I ask the question.
Right. Like, okay, let me just see.
Because I'm definitely a let the record show person. I keep my receipts.
Yes.
Let the record show.
I can see that. Yes, I can believe
you
that.
already know, Siobhan. I'd be like, I would text Siobhan and be like, because he said, she be like, bro, I don't think he meant it like that. Oh.
Kaida said she don't like anybody either, Ronesshia.
Oh no, because she called me and was like, well, what happened?
We have a cousin that's like our sister. She thinks she one of us too. She don't like nobody either.
I'm sure it's protective. You know, people crazy.
It's called praise.
Looking at the side eye. So do y'all give each other's like significant others or potential significant others like the third degree? Like, let me ask you.
We just know that if you go to acting crazy, I'm getting on I-95. Just know it. I don't say nothing else.
85 is only a short drive.
Yeah,
it don't take long.
Okay, so
our best friends know we have rolled up before at people's houses.
Just call me. Just call me.
That's probably the fun part. Like, well, I'm gonna call my sister because let me what you not gonna do.
Oh my god.
It would be so much fun.
Let me call my sister.
I said we did the same thing to Stuart.
Oh man, that sounds like it would be fun because I'm an only child. Well, I grew up as an only child. I had my dad had kids, so but I grew up, I'm my mom's only child. So it's like I missed out on this kind of stuff, these bonds and all this kind of stuff. It sounds like so much fun.
It's a little overrated.
Is it? Okay.
It is overrated, but we have a good time when we're together. We do. And we enjoy taking naps. Like, that's the best thing ever.
Yes, bro. I always talk about taking a nap.
Let me tell you something. In order for me to keep my happy disposition, y'all gonna need to let me sleep.
And she's the only person I can sleep with.
Really?
Like, anywhere at any point.
Really?
Yeah, we're a little fluffier now, but up until probably our senior year in college, we were still sleeping in a twin bed. Like, we would still get in the twin bed together.
Wow, because I mean, you used to it,
Yeah, like we know how to flip. Everybody flips at the same time.
Yeah, because y'all were in the wombs together. Like, y'all learn how to work that out.
Yeah, we get on a bus or plane or something. We know we just lean in. Let's go. Time to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yes. Well, this was fun. I had a good time and just learning, about twins and things that people wanted to know and never asked anybody. Maybe they have and they just wanted to know about y'all's story. So thank y'all for taking the time out and just sharing and giving us some laughs and just lightening the mood tonight and just having fun with me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You didn't get this was fun.
We don't do these. We do them separately, but we don't get to do too much together.
Yeah, so it's good to have both of y'all on and see your personalities and that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is fun.
We have a tendency to suck the air out of the room sometimes, so people don't ask us to do stuff together. So.
Because it's a lot when both of you are in the room.
Oh, we both over the top. My mama tell you over the top.
It's just when we're together.
Yeah.
it's just it's one big personality that can be a lot for people.
Yeah. That seems like that would be fun though.
Oh well.
Blow this room up and just be like, ah, yeah.
We popping.
I mean, it's not that we don't even think about it like that, but we definitely been together and realized most of the people in the room have gravitated towards us.
That's because we are fun.
Yeah.
I know I am the fun person.
When y'all gonna come so I can be in the room and see how y'all have fun? When you coming, Turkesshia?
I don't know, girl.
I'll be here next week, but they changed it.
Yeah, I was supposed to have been there next week.
Okay, yeah. So we got let me know so I can have fun with y'all because I just want to see what it's like.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so very much for this, and thank y'all for tuning in and watching. I do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So next week I already got my next few guests lined up, so I'm excited about the conversations that I'm going to be having for the next few.
Can you give us a sneak peek?
So let me think. Yeah, so next week I'm going to be talking to my fabulous makeup artist. I have been working with her for probably about 5 years. So we're going to talk to her about her business and just all that kind of stuff. So she got.
I'll be on that call. You know, I need all the help.
Yes, a powerful story to tell. So we're going to talk to her next week.
Okay.
All right. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a good night.
Bye.
All right, good night.
Bye.